that ain't happening. That's right. Bring it out. And you can't do shit about it. That's what I told you. See, y'all can't move. You can't move unless we let you move. That's what y'all got to understand. You can't move unless we let you move. That's the authority that was given to us from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. On high, you can't move unless these brothers here say it's okay for you to move. Bring it out.
All right, I got something.
See, and guys get mad at us because we speak with that type of authority. No, man.
I got a witness. All right, this is
given to us. Yeah, Jake ain't acting right. You ain't acting right. You get us down.
Shalom. Koholo Yahweh Shemel Shah, Bashim Karkadash, the monster of the apostles, the monster of the elders, the great most on well, taught his truth. Much respect to you brothers out there that's preaching his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of earth. Tabernacle of David, hope for elect and the speckled bird, the one say shalom. So I just want to do this quick lesson, as you've seen from the video. You know, hey, these dudes are through, man. You know, and they what they the elders now, what they got the truth. We got to answer to them. We can't move without them moving. All right. The scriptures speak of the house of David and the house of Saul. And the house of Saul growing weaker and weaker, and the house of David growing stronger and stronger. And these spirits are waxing worse and worse. As you see, they have all pretty much linked up together, man, to make a whole legion of doom. All right. Just like, what was it? The Super Friends show they had in the 80s and 90s. All right, the Super Friends, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. And then you had the Legion of Doom. That's who these brothers are, man. The Legion of Doom, man. I'm gonna get a couple scriptures. I'm gonna close out. Like I said, these spirits are waxing worse and worse, man. 1 Timothy 4:1. Now the Spirit speaketh excessively, that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. And that's what these brothers are into. And as you see, the Legion of Doom had leaked up together, all of them. All right, they preaching this false doctrine that we're in the new covenant. Well, if we're in the new covenant, why are you out there on the highways and byways? Why are you out there still teaching? Right? Because when you go into the new covenant, Jeremiah 31:31, Hebrews 8:8 on down. All right. It speaks of us not having to teach each other anymore. This is plain, man. It's right there in your face, man. All right. And that we're going to be perfect. Are we perfect? No, we're still subject to go off, man. All right. And that's why we need Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to save us and deliver us and give us those new bodies, man. All right. Once again, these dudes are waxing worse and worse. See the spirit leaving them, man. They ain't got it. They huffing and puffing like they preaching, like they saying something tough, man. You ain't saying nothing, man. Let's see, 1 Corinthians 15 and verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. You see that? Be steadfast, unmovable. All right, that means, you know, these false doctrines come up. You know the true doctrine, and you don't fall for that new wine, man. All right, abounding in the work of the Lord, doing your sit downs, going out there in the highways and byways, man. Not making no excuses. For as much as you know that your labor is not in vain, your labor is not in vain, man. The Lord sees your work. All right, but these dudes, they're laboring in vain. Well, really scratch that. The Lord is using them to gather up the sheep that he doesn't want. All right. The Lord is using those seducing spirits to gather up the sheep that he doesn't want. All right. But other than that, their labor is in vain. They're not going to get salvation, man. All right. This is 2 Timothy 3 and verse 14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. You see that? Continue in the things which thou hast learned. All right. That's why the Lord has given us apostles and elders and brothers on down, giving us a true breakdown of the scriptures. All right. The milk and the meat. And matter of fact, man, in Hebrews 8:8, Jeremiah 31:31, the new covenant. All right. That's milk. That's milk, man. All right. That's something that Christians are stumbling on. Oh, we in the new covenant, the law's done away with, which we know. Regardless, Baruch 4:1, if I'm not mistaken, the law endure forever. All right, the word of the Lord endure forever, man. All right, we understand that the law stands. All right, so even when we're in the kingdom, we're going to be keeping the law perfectly. All right. But that's what Christians trip and stumble over. You know, pretty much their doctrine is a Christian doctrine, man. That's how you look at it, man. That's a doctrine of devils, man. Titus 1:9, holding fast and faithful word as he have been taught, that he may be able by sound doctrine both exhort and to convince the gainsayers. All right, holding fast and faithful to the word that has been taught. All right. And if you don't do that, all right, you start listening to these doctrines of devils and start falling in love with them. All right, your labor is in vain, man. All right, so you're supposed to have sound doctrine, man. These brothers, these dudes right here, all right, do not have sound doctrine. Hebrews 10 and verse 23. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promise. All right, hold fast to this truth, man. Once again, these dudes are preaching doctrine of devils, man, seducing spirits, and you're not supposed to take heed to it. All right. Now we do these videos. We might watch their videos, and we'll do these videos on them to warn the flock, to warn the sheep, to hold on to this sound doctrine and not to listen to them. All right. You start listening to them and start believing them, and you're going to get the same destruction as them or more, man. All right. So hold fast to this truth. All right. Don't be out here wavering, out here making excuses why you ain't make your lesson, why you ain't do your video, why you ain't out there on the highways and byways, man. This is 1 John 4 and verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are power, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. See, these dudes right here are false prophets, man. All right. They're false prophets. They don't have it. All right. Don't believe every spirit. You're supposed to try the spirit. All right. And listening to these dudes boast and brag and the madness that they saying, man. All right, these are false prophets. They got demons on them, man. All right. And I think I'm gonna close it right there. Like I said, I wanted this to be a quick one. So Lord wanted to edify. I want to give all praises going on it too. Yahweh Bashem Yoshua Bashem Karkadash, the monster of the apostles, the monster of the elders, a great millstone Ruel, touch the truth, and the wild Bible Baal Shalom.